Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Legendary here, and today people we're going to be doing another deck profile from the Sevens universe. We're going to be doing Roa Kirishima, the cousin of RoaRomin Kirishima. His deck is very strong, very powerful. I'll get into it, but this is supposed to be the rival-ish of the show, but I mean, he never shows up. He's kind of one of those characters that just pops in out of nowhere. He's very weird. He has a strong deck. He's a very strong duelist, but he just rarely pops up in the show, and when he does, he just comes in and he comes out, and then he's gone for a long time, and then he sometimes stick around for a little bit, but he's just all over the place. But yeah, this is not a Season 1 deck because he doesn't have enough cards in Season 1 to make a full deck, so I had to combine the Season 1 and whatever cards he used from Season 2 together. So this is just more of a Roa deck with everything he has used so far. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Once he gets Fusion, hopefully he does get the ability to fuse and he gets his own Royal Demons fusion in Season 2, then we can tech that in. But for now, this is going to be Roa Kirishima's deck. So let's just hop into it. Alright, for his ace, we have Royal Demons Heavymetal. Pretty fun card. So basically the way his deck works is his ace monsters, Royal Demons Heavymetal, Royal Demons Invasion, and Royal Demons Death Doom. They all require you to tribute summon high-leveled monsters in order to summon them. So Heavymetal, you need to at least tribute a level 5 or higher monster to summon him, and then you get his very powerful effect. The other thing with their effects is their effects only activate during the turn they were normal summoned, as you can read right there. So during the turn, this card is normal summoned by tributing a level 5 or higher monster. You choose one face-up monster level A or lower your opponent controls with the lowest level, and this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack until the end of the turn, then destroy the chosen. So it destroys the weakest monster, then you gain attack points equal to that monster's attack. So it is a powerful effect. You just have to tribute a level 5 or higher monster to summon it. It's a one-time only effect. So it's a powerful effect, which is why it's a one-time only effect. But that's how his deck works. You need to have level 5 or higher, and sometimes level 7 or higher to tribute them off to do that. But he has spells and traps and monster effects that help you with that, so that's not too much to worry about, but it can be a little annoying sometimes, but very strong. Then we have Royal Demons Invasion. This basically you need to tribute to a level 5 or higher monster, so it has to be 2 instead of just 1, and then you destroy all face-up level 4 or lower. This, in my opinion, this card isn't even that strong. I think it could be stronger. I think it should have an extra attack boost for each card that you destroy, because it only pops level 4 or lower, so like, who really cares, right? Like, it's not going to help you get rid of any of the boss monsters, you know? I mean, this is good like early on in the duel if your opponent doesn't tribute summon and they just summon a bunch of level 4s on the field turn 1 and that's all they have. This would come in handy for that, but it's like, it should still do more. It should at least either he gains attack for each card popped, or he burns for each one destroyed. I just feel like it doesn't do enough, you know. If you're gonna just only pop level 4 lowers, then it should have a little extra, in my opinion. So this card is just okay to me. I don't know if it's worth it, but you know, it'll have its moments where it's useful, of course, but I just don't think it's that strong in my opinion. But the card that is strong is this guy right here, Royal Demons Death Doom, his most currently new ace. That represents him the most, supposedly. During the turn, this card was normal summoned by tributing 2 monsters, level 7 or higher Fiend, so they have to be Fiend. The other ones also... No, the other ones didn't have to be Fiend, but this one does. Destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls, then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the total original levels of the monsters times 100. So as you can see, that's a very powerful effect. This helps you get over maximums and fusions, because maximums... are level 10 and most effects only work on level 8 or lower, but this card specifically pops all face-up monsters, no level restrictions, so this could actually kill any maximum, which is very powerful. And then on top of that, inflict 1000 for each of the monsters that were destroyed, so you can kill a maximum and then burn for 1000 because they're level 10. Or if your opponent controls a bunch of freaking let's say they control level 7 monsters on the field, 3 level 7 monsters, you pop all 3 of them, and then 7 times 3 is 21. They take 21 burn damage. So it's very powerful. It's a huge cost. You have to control 2 level 7 or higher monsters on the field that are Fiend, but he has cards that help you get to that. It is a little hard, but he has cards that help you get to that, but its effect is very much worth it. It's very much worth it. So yeah, those are his 3 main boss monsters: Heavymetal, Invasion, and Death Doom. Next up, Next we have Royal Demon's No Wave. He has 2 copies of that. As you can see, these are 2 level 7 monsters. I think he has a spell or a trap card that allows you to special summon 2 normal fiend monsters from the graveyard. So you can summon these 2. They're both level 7. Tribute these 2 off for Death Doom and then pop everything and do some burn damage. So there are ways to get this out a lot easier. Okay, so next up we have the Star Battle monsters. So these weren't used in the anime and it wasn't shown, but this came out in one of the booster packs for... well, some of these cards came out in Roa's structure deck or his character deck, whatever that they released in Japan. So this wasn't used in the show. These cards weren't used, but I'm going to be adding them in this deck profile for now. And then if in Season 2 he doesn't use them, then I'll take them out and you can replace it for something in the side deck. But for now, these are there. These are the Star Battle Knight monsters here. I forgot why I didn't add that, but yeah, let me just add that in. We got Star Battle Knight Cheron, Star Battle Knight Asbolus, and then these 2 Star Battle Knight Equelculs right there. What this card does is you can change one attack position monster level 5 or higher fiend you control to face of defense. Choose one face of monster on the field, and it gains 600 attack until the end of the turn. So it's alright, it's not bad. And then this card helps you inflict piercing. So yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so, and then this is just a normal monster. Alright, we're going to go back to the Royal Demons monster. We got Royal Demons, Death Doom, I believe, yes. Is it Death Voice or Death? Yeah, Death Voice. During the turn, this was normal summon by tributing a level 5 or higher monster. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Choose one level 8 or lower monster your opponent controls. It loses attack and defense equal to the chosen monster's level times 200. So this would be good. You could target, let's say, a level 8 monster on the field. It loses 1600 attack points. But you do have to tribute another level 5 or higher monster in order to do that. So it's a very powerful effect, but like I said, in order to activate the powerful effect, you need to tribute summon some high level monsters. So it balances itself out and it's fun to use. Don't worry, it's not as hard as it seems, trust me. Then we have Royal Demons Punk right over here. This is another level 5. During the turn, this was normal summon. You could target one level 6 or higher fiend in your graveyard, add it to your hand, but you cannot attack directly this turn. So it allows you to recycle one of your high level monsters over here that you're going to need. Then we got Royal Demons Blues, which is this guy over here. Choose a level 7 or higher fiend in your graveyard, special summon to your field in defense. This turn you cannot attack with non-fiend monsters. And that's pretty much that. Then we have Royal Demons Shouts. He has 2 copies of this card. This helps you mill your opponent's hand pretty much, so it doesn't really work with the playstyle of everything else, but it does mill your opponent's hand and whatnot, so it can help destroy your opponent, so to speak, in that way. Next we have Gargoyle. This is a funny effect. So it's a level 4. Send a monster from your hand. It gains a level. Now it's a level 5. You tribute it off to summon one of your other monsters. So it helps out for that reason. Next we have Star Battle Knight Nessoth. So that's the last Star Battle card right there. Next up, there's Followl of Wisdom. This is actually one of the fusion materials that you're going to need when Roa gets his fusion, I think. Yeah, he has 1 fusion that he's going to get in Season 2, and this is one of the materials. So, and he has 2 of these already currently in the show. So this card will come more in handy later once we get the fusion, so keep that in mind. Next we have some normal monsters, some normal Royal Demons monsters. We got Royal Demons Groupie. He has 3 copies of this. Your groupies, since he's a famous singer, he has his groupies right there. Then we have Descendant Titan right there. So you're gonna need these low-leveled monsters in there because he has spells and traps that specifically you get to shuffle these normal monsters in your graveyard back into the deck to gain advantages, attack points, or do whatever, you know, or negate attacks and stuff like that. So you're gonna need these normal monsters in the deck in order to activate some of those spells and traps. So that's why they're important in the deck as well. Then we have Babysitter Goat, I guess. Babysitter Goat. It's a very weird card. It's not even a light monster, so I don't know why it's in the deck, but maybe it'll have a purpose in the future. We'll see. But that's a card that he has there. And we have Royal Demon's Phaser. This card is actually really good. If you control a face-up level 7 or higher fiend, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard. Choose one monster level 7 or higher fiend in your graveyard and special summon to your field in face-up defense, so it could bring back one of your Royal Demons right here. Pretty dope. Or you could even bring back this guy, No Wave. You tribute it off to summon No Wave, and then since you control another level 7 monster in the field, you tribute those 2 off to summon Death Doom. So pretty awesome. That's a pretty good card. He has 2 copies of that. And then the final monster, we got the Flute of Calling Demons. If you control the monsters and have 3 or more normal monsters in your graveyard, Send this card you control the graveyard. Choose one normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to your field and face up defense. We're going to be getting into the spell cards. We're going to try to go a little bit faster because it's already going too long. Alright, we have the legend card destruction. It seems like every single character has a specific legend card. So this is his. It mills the cards, and you already read some of the cards, so you know that you can recycle some of them from the graveyard, so it's not a big deal if you discard them, so don't worry about that too much. We have King's Reward. So you got to shuffle a level 1 Light Fiend into the deck in order to activate its effect, so he has 2 copies of that. We got Royal Demon's Live Arena and Royal Demon's Command, so we have the field spell on this other card. I'm not going to read through them because, like I said, I already read through too many cards and it's going to take too long, so read through them yourselves and play around with it, but you guys get the idea of the deck already. And we have Evil Star's Guidance. I think that's an anime card, but let me see. No, we got Evil Star Guidance right there, so this will be an anime card right here from my custom card. Street Shock. Yeah, Street Shock right here. We got King's Tax. We got King's Invitation. We got Destiny Introduction. A lot of these cards are anime cards, so that's why you can't even fill out his deck, because he doesn't even have enough cards that were printed of his spells and traps. So you have to fill it out this way. It is what it is. Alright, so now we do have some real cards. We're going to be getting into some trap cards. We got King's Divinity. You shuffle one of your normal Light Fiends in your graveyard to negate an attack, so that's why it's important to have them. You can negate an attack that way. We got King's Right. You shuffle 2 or 3 normal monsters Fiend with different levels in your grave and add them to your hand, so pretty good right there. We got Epic Demon's Rock. When your opponent normal summons a monster, send 2 monsters Fiend from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy all face-up level 8 or lower monsters on the field. So it could destroy your own too, so it's dangerous, but you know, just be smart with it and that's it. But very strong effect. Not only that, but this card also works with the field spell, because the field spell protects your Light Fiends from being destroyed by trap effects, including your own apparently. So you can activate this trap card along with the field spell, and your monsters won't die, but your opponent's monsters will, so that's very strong. We got King's Management, Royal Demon's Impulse, and the final card is Royal Demon's Treasure, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to get into the side deck. I'm going to just put them in there. I'm not going to read any of them. We got another copy of the Owl card, in the side deck. We got Royal Demon's Funky, which is an anime card that wasn't released. We got Full Owl of the Fornether, so this is going to be one of the materials you need to fuse for one of his fusions in Season 2, so keep that in mind. Then we have some normal Royal Demon monsters from Season 2 that were used. Royal Demon's Bypass, Royal Demon's Kid Drum right here. So these cards right here, this is by Guitar. These cards represent his bandmates, and he has a combo that works with this spell card, I think. I don't remember the combo too well, but he used it in the tournament to, I think, defeat... No, it wasn't in the tournament. He used it against Yuka in Season 2. Then we have Royal Demon's Break right here. Pretty cool. I might main deck that because this card can help you get another level 7 or higher Fiend on the field from your graveyard, but you can only use this card if your opponent controls a level 8 or higher monster. So keep that in mind. If your opponent doesn't use any level 8s, then don't add this into the deck, because he does. If they don't have a level 8, you can't even activate this effect anyway. So, but if they do have maximums or fusions, then yeah, you can add this card in there, because most of them are going to be level 8 or higher anyway. So just keep that in mind before adding that in there. Then we have King's Arrogance. His Arrogance right there. And then the final card is Royal Demon's Heaven and Hell. And that's pretty much it. Sorry, and one final card is King's Authority. I forgot to add that in there too, but that's the final one. But that's the deck right there. I'm not going to re-explain myself. You already get the idea of the deck. Tribute summon high-level monsters to gain powerful effects and negate attack and do a whole bunch of other stuff. His deck is very powerful. It's very strong. Highly recommend you using it. Let me know how it goes. Like I said, these Star Battle cards were not used in the show, so I might remove those cards later on if I find out that he never uses them, and in which case then you just replace it with some of these cards here in the side deck that you want to use. But yeah, those are it right there. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy using Roa Kirishima's deck. He has a very powerful deck, very fun deck. He's very strong, so I highly recommend it. Anyway guys, see you guys in the next deck profile. I'm not sure what that is. It might be the nail one, or maybe I'll mix it up and do something else. But God bless you guys. See you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Gotcha!